Hello everyone, I am Bets Golden. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am super excited that you're here with me because I am part of one of the influencers that was sent the Simon Hurley brand new hot off the press collection release date for February 29th. And I have created a playlist for you featuring all of his new products and techniques that you can utilize with them. So you are at number 4 in the video series, but it doesn't really matter. You can jump in and start anywhere and just go on through and watch the whole playlist to see it all. So for this video, I am going to be sharing with you not only 2 of his new stamp sets, which is the Watercolor Blossom as well as the Flower Picking Friends, but also he has out new washi tape. How cute is that? And this washi tape coordinates perfectly with Flower Picking Friends. So I'm going to show you a couple things that you can do with this in this video and also in the next video, which is the stencils. So this is really exciting. Then he also has out 6 new inks. We're going to be utilizing some of those today as well. So for today's technique, I'm going to show you how you can use this background stamp to create a beautiful watercolor blooms type background. And the first thing that you want to do is you're going to want to take just a piece of white cardstock and we're going to add some color on this. And the colors that I'm going to put down are going to be Minty Fresh and Piggyback. So I'm just going to go through with my blending brush and just blend this on out. I also am going to show you a really cool way that you can watercolor paint with these inks. So I love these inks. They are water reactive and they do so many cool things. So I'm just adding on some color here and there, popping it on like so. And then I'm going to utilize my Piggyback, which is a gorgeous, beautiful pink. I'm having lots of issues with my sponge there. Hopefully that, well, didn't really fix it. Well, this is not wanting to play nice with me. All right, and then I'm just going to go ahead and throw on a little bit more Minty Fresh in some areas. And just, there we go. All right, now from here I am going to add a little bit of water to this to get it to move around. And instead of doing a droplet of water, I'm going to do some fine misting like so. And I'm not too concerned about drying it for this technique because I want to do like a watercolor type effect on it. So I'm going to be using my stamping platform. Make sure I'm on the rubber side. I am. And this is so cool, you guys. Check it out because it comes apart. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to position this in my stamp platform, and then I'm going to pull out these pieces. So I'm only going to be stamping this in one color, and then I will add the pieces back in and do that in a different color. So I just want to go ahead and just pick that up. I am left-handed, so I do have to turn it. My apologies. Go ahead and put that on in there. And for this background color, I want to use my Tropical Tango. Helps if you get things out of your way. Okay. So I'm going to be utilizing Tropical Tango for this one. Okay. There we go. I'm just going to go ahead and stamp that on over like so. My magnets are under it. That up. And as you can see, I need to go over it in this area one more time, which is fine. That's why I like using platforms. Okay. All right, and then from here, I'm going to go ahead, clean off my stamp really quick, and add in those other spots. We're going to do Crown Me on those. So I'm just going to pop back in the stamps that I had taken out. Like so. It's a puzzle. Which way did it come out? And then once I get them all positioned and lined in correctly in their little spots, I just go ahead and remove this back piece. And I will have some samples to show you of some other cards that I created with this, as well as the washi tape. And if you want to check out the samples a little bit closer, please head over to my blog. I will have everything up there for you, and you can take a closer look. I also have provided for your convenience the Ranger affiliated link down below, so you can get your hands on all of these fabulous new products, as well as anything else from Ranger, which includes the fabulous Wendy, Dina, Diane, and Tim. They also have ice resin that's really cool. All right, ink that up. And that one went off, but it's always, I always just prefer just to ink it up. Better safe than sorry, I say. And boom, voila, look at that background. Isn't that lovely? So from here, we're going to go ahead and create our card. And I have a really special technique that I want to share with you on how to do this. You're going to take a paintbrush. I prefer to use these water brushes, but you don't necessarily have to do that. You can go ahead and just take a paintbrush, lay out some ink, spray it with some water, and pick it up that way. It does the same thing, but for this particular technique, I prefer to do it like this. So what you're going to do, you're going to take your ink pad and just smoosh it on your craft mat. And then you're going to take a paintbrush. I'm just going to use this one, and you're going to add a little bit of water to it just to pick it up, and you're going to brush it on, and you're actually going to paint with it, and you're going to get a beautiful watercolor effect. So that's what the piggyback looks like. And depending on how wet your brush is will depend on the intensity of your color. So let's go ahead and just put some more of this down. Let's go ahead and use Guppy next. Same thing. Now, if you want to stamp, if you want to do this with some stamped images, and I'm going to actually use some stamped images that I painted on this card front, what you will want to do is you will want to stamp it in the archival ink, and that will make sure that you do not have any bleed through on your ink. The dye ink will move with the water, and if you want that look, that's totally fine. But if you don't, if you want your lines to stay true, you're going to want to use an archival ink. So this one is Psych, and I have Guppy down already. So see how pretty that is? It really paints beautifully. Who would have thought? I really love a multi-purpose ink pad for so many different reasons. So I'm going to go ahead and do Tropical Tango next. And that pulled in some of that Psych as well. How pretty is that? You're going to hear me say that a lot. How pretty is that? And then we're going to do some Minty Fresh. And again, if you just want to use a water bottle or, you know, and a wet paintbrush, you can do that too. I just like using water brushes for this. But I'm just showing you that literally you can paint with these as well. How pretty is that one? And last but not least, our beautiful Crown Me, lovely, lovely purple. So pretty. There we go. So that is how you can paint with these. Isn't that awesome? So it's water reactive, totally water reactive, beautiful, vibrant colors. It does not dry chalky. It dries just lovely. And on this type of, I really like this technique for this type of card front. So we're going to go ahead and just put together a card front utilizing the background we just created, as well as Flower Picking Friends stamp. And I'm going to show you some samples of what you can do with the washi tape as well. I'm just laying out some of liquid adhesive because I like to move it around on my card front. So I'm lining it up like so. Okay, and then this is what I created using the ink as watercolor. Created that beautiful flower, this cute little fox, and then this lovely dragonfly, and that is with all of the new colors, and I just did it with the same technique I just showed you how to do. So I pop dotted this, and again I used archival black to stamp my images. So I'm just popping this down kind of towards the top because I want to take my sentiment that I have right here and I'm going to put it at the base, and then I'm going to have the fox sitting on it. And then we'll put the cute little dragonfly, and I'll show you some other really darling cards that have been created from this set. Okay, and then let me take my little fox, add him to the bottom. Oh, I'm sorry, you couldn't see that. Like so. And then my cute little dragonfly. Put this off to the side like so. And then I'm just going to go through, and with my silver stickles, I'm just going to pop on just a little bit of sparkle on the center of this flower, like so, just to kind of make it pop a little bit. And I'm also going to add a little bit of diamond stickles to the dragonfly's wings. There we go. And then last but not least, I'll go on and pop on a little bit of these glitter drops. And there we go. So that is how you can create a card utilizing that set, Flower Picking Friends, as well as the watercolor blooms. Here are a couple other cards that I created with this background, and I'll tell you what I did. I did basically the same thing on this one, just with a different color, and then I created matching envelopes with the washi tape down below. So that, oh, and then I have to show you the inside of the cards too, because I did use some washi tape on the inside as well. So it just is so cute how it all works together. And again, if you want to see these for a longer time up close and personal, make sure that you visit my blog, and I have that listed down below. It's just www.betsgolden.com. And then this one, how cute is that? I believe in you. Some cute little grass on the bottom, and then this on the bottom as well. All right, you guys, I certainly hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you come back for the rest of the playlist. My next one is the last one in the series. It's video number 5, and it's all about his stencils. And then we're going to see these wonderful washi strips again in that video as well. Don't worry if you're popping on and you haven't caught the first 4. There is no real order that this is going in. You can jump in at any point. Please make sure that you share this video if you enjoyed it. It helps out my channel grow. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't done so already, and you give this video a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, please, please, please leave them down below, and I'll make sure that I respond. And make sure you check out the Ranger store, the link I have provided, if you are interested in any of this fabulous stuff. Until next time, I'm Bets Golden.